Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. This month I'm focusing all on color, and so I wanted to challenge myself to paint some flowers just using 3 colors. So I've got my little bag here. I don't really need this color wheel, I just wanted to have it here and see what we come up with. Okay, iso-indolin yellow, Hooker's green. What's our third color here? I'm not peeking, by the way. Brilliant pink. Ooh, I think this will be fun. And it's not very often that I choose like colors I'm excited about like this. So this will be good. The color wheel I just created this in my color workshop that I did last week. If you are interested in the color lab workshop, I'll leave a link down in the description box below, or you can go to snowberrydesignco.thinkific.com and check it out there. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so brilliant pink, iso-indolin yellow, and Hooker's green. I'll just leave these up here so that I remember what colors I'm supposed to be using. And just so you can see, I don't know if you can see this because I don't have my normal setup right now, but brilliant pink is this guy right here. So I'll just get that paint wet so it can start soaking in that water. Iso-indolin yellow is down here in the corner. Don't know if you can see that. And then Hooker's green is, I think it's this one in the top. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. I don't normally do a wet and wet technique to start out with. I usually paint wet paint on dry paper and then go from there. But I thought just for fun, I would start with a wet paper. So I've got my flat brush here and I'm just painting the surface of my paper with water. And I'm using Arches cold press paper, which works really well with this kind of technique because the paper stays wet for longer. If I were to use something like a Canson XL pad, the water dries almost immediately. So it's really hard to paint on, in my opinion anyway. Just want to make sure I've got my whole paper wet. I'm kind of leaving the edges untouched just because I don't normally paint all the way to the edge, but I know it's hard to see. All right, and now I'm going to be using my brilliant pink. And there's stuff left over on my palette. It is what it is. So it may not be a true 3-color challenge, but that's okay. Mixing in a little bit of that yellow, creating a little bit of a peach color here. Oops, wrong color. Sorry. This is Icelandic yellow down here in this corner, so I'm just going to use some of that. And I'm going to add in just a little bit of the pink, soften it up a little bit. I've been wanting to try this kind of technique for a while. It's been a long time since I've done it. And so this could turn out terrible, or it could turn out amazing. So we'll see. So the key with wet and wet like this is to start really light and then add layers on as your paint dries. Okay, let's start adding in some of this green. And we lucked out with Hooker's green because it's a really nice color. And then if I add in a little bit of that pink, it's just going to create a really nice sage green. Let's see here. Oops. 3-color challenges are tough when you've got a palette full of colors. Just trying to decide where else I want some of this color. don't normally paint on Monday nights like this, but I just needed it. If you are on my email newsletter, I sent out an email last week explaining why I didn't show up. And short answer, we just weren't feeling it. I was sick last week, my kids were sick, and it just kind of knocked us out. So we're feeling a little bit better. Kids still are a little bit sick, but I'm feeling better, and I just need painting sometimes to help me feel grounded. I know this is a 3-color challenge, but I am so tempted to add in more color because I just want to, but I won't. I want to. I'm kind of sneaking a little bit of this color on my palette in there. That's okay, right? I mean, we make our own rules. 3-color challenge, but with a little bit of pops of other color, which I think is totally fine. Getting some more of that brilliant pink. I really like what's happening over here. I'm not quite sold over here yet, but hopefully that'll come. If you want to see a true 3-color challenge, I've done these before, and I think just the fact that I needed to paint tonight, it's not just like it's more of a, I don't know how to explain it. Because I just need to paint, I feel like I also need to break the rules a little bit. So don't be upset with me that I'm not sticking to this 3-color challenge. I was trying to, and it just isn't, it's not working for me. So Sometimes it does, and other times it really doesn't. So this is just one of those times. Let's see here. So hard to know sometimes what to add in. I think it's because there's a lot of just this peachy pink happening. I'm wanting a little more depth, and I'm not sure exactly what to do to get that yet. We'll figure it out. It'll work its way out, but sometimes you just need a minute to pause and just see what's happening. Because I'm not using the same setup I normally do, I have no idea if anyone's here live watching. No clue. I'm just painting, so forgive me if I forget to explain what I'm doing too. I'm just kind of in the zone right now. You going downstairs with Daddy? I feel like I need to like stand up and stand back on here. You ever stood up to paint? It's actually kind of nice. My son left Bluey on upstairs and it's very loud, so I apologize if you can hear it. Oops, I accidentally got some orange in there. I don't know where that came from, but I guess it's staying. It's fine. We'll make it work. Started as a 3-color challenge is now like a 13-color challenge. Not a challenge when you're using 13 colors, but it's kind of funny. I was so determined, but just wasn't feeling it, turns out. I thought I could do it because earlier, I'll show you, just as a little practice for myself, I painted this, which is similar colors, which is kind of funny because I really didn't peek when I was pulling out those colors, but I was able to make that one work. And with very minimal colors. I think that's probably why this isn't working, is because it was so similar to the one I did earlier. And I was just feeling something a little different. I am really enjoying painting standing up. If you've never done it, try it. It's really nice. Just a different perspective. I like how this is kind of emerging. I feel like I want something else coming out over here. I've got Encanto stuck in my head. Have you guys seen it? Or listen to the soundtrack if you haven't seen it. It's been playing nonstop at our house and it's just stuck in my head. It's so fun. The music is awesome. I'm like, can't decide if I want something up in here. It's kind of a fun approach to this painting. It's not at all how I planned on it turning out. Didn't really plan for anything really. Just a paint. Kind of a lavender gray leaf, because why not? I think we're getting close here though. I have like this little thing that I'm gonna add in something there. I don't know what yet. I've got this strong yellow here. I don't want to add another strong yellow here. But I do want to tie in a bit of that yellow somewhere else. I'll bring it down here. If you've taken my composition course, you'll know that I like to work in little threes. So I've got this yellow spot here, yellow up here, and then now yellow down here. And the whole thing just kind of feels balanced. Let's see here. I think we'll just keep this pretty simple. We'll do this. And then we'll add a little center to that in a minute once it's dry. It's probably the wrong color to use, but that's okay. Live and learn. Okay, I think I'm gonna call that done, but then I'm gonna add just a little bit of detail right in there. Okay. I'm just taking a look really quick, and I've got just like this very rounded shape, which there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes I like to have a little like surprise or something. I don't know, this might be a mistake. Sometimes you just need to paint and then decide if it was a bad idea later. You can't always just predict how things are going to turn out. And if I hate this, then I can use it as a little guide for my next painting. Because I do like where it's going, but if there were things I wanted to change, then I could use this as kind of my blueprint for the next painting. All right, I'm going to stop while I'm ahead. I just keep adding things just because it's fun, but it's not really adding to the painting at this point. I feel like if I add too much more, it's just going to take away. So I'm going to call it done. setting down my brush before I keep adding more. Let's see here. Let me see if I can figure out how to find the chat. Okay, if you have any questions, I'll stay on here for a couple more minutes. And then I'll be done. So the question is, could you swatch the 3 colors you used? I missed the opening part. So you missed the opening part. I started with 3 colors and then I just kind of threw that out the window, and I've been using a bunch of colors. This is obviously not 3 colors, but these are the ones that I started with. Brilliant Pink by Holbein, Hooker's Green. This one is Daniel Smith, and then Iso-Indolin Yellow, which is also Daniel Smith. Let's see if you can see that. Iso-Indolin Yellow, Hooker's Green, Brilliant Pink. So started as a 3 color challenge, and then I threw that right out the window. Just was not feeling it. Yep, definitely impromptu. I was not planning on painting tonight either, but I just needed it. So yeah, no problem. If you have any other questions, let me know. Just gonna keep adding to this even though I said I was done. And if you're here, will you please give the video a thumbs up? That would be amazing. I kind of like this grayish blue here in the background. It's kind of fun, but it's kind of turning into who knows what. Kind of want to do another one, but this video is already really long. Maybe I'll start another one so that it's not all in the same video. Oops. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and then I'll decide in a minute if I'm going to paint another one and do an actual 3 color challenge now that I've got this out of my system. So thank you for watching and painting with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.